Hi everyone, I'm Sheena and welcome to the thing I bought from, and today's thing I bought from is this, the Tosowoong 4D Vibratory Pore Brush from Qoo10. Now this is what the device itself actually looks like. It's got a very nice pretty crown design in the back, and the device itself feels quite solid even though it's made of plastic. It doesn't feel cheap. And over here is where you put the batteries in. These are actually my own. It came with, but the batteries that came with died after a couple of weeks, I think. And as you can see, there is a rubber gasket around here, so no water actually goes into the battery compartment, so it's safe to use in the shower. You can soak the whole thing, no worries. And even if the rubber gasket doesn't really prevent it, there's a little like gutter around the base area here, so it helps to prevent some water from getting in. But so far so good. I've used it every night since I've got it, and no issues so far at all with actually using it in the shower. Now the head itself is replaceable. Actually, it's not that hard to take up. The head itself is replaceable, and just snap it in like that, and that's all it takes. The brush itself is what I really like about it. It's very soft, as you can see here, and very fine. It's kind of difficult to even take a photo of it because it's so fine that your camera tends to just blur out a bit. There's one speed to it. It's literally on and off. And that's it. What do you use this for? You use this to clean your face. Essentially, after you've removed your makeup and you put on your facial foam, you use this to kind of just go over your face, and it helps to clean it better than you can with just your regular hands. Now you may have seen similar products in stores like Sephora or Watsons. They are selling brushes like these too. And the reason why I got this one is because it's cheaper. Simply put, it's cheaper. When I got it, it was $29.90 plus shipping. I can't remember how much because they don't have the details on Qoo10 anymore. For some bizarre reason, it's changed. The price has increased. I believe now it's 30 something, but yeah, I'm gonna put price here. And it's still actually cheaper than the ones out there. It is similar to a product by brand name Clarisonic. I believe they were possibly the first ones to come up with a face washing automatic brush like this. But theirs is freaking expensive. In Singapore, in Sephora, the cheapest model retails for $170. $170 to wash your freaking face. I'm sorry, I care for my face a lot, and I do use it to earn money because I do act for a living. But I'm not gonna spend $170 on a freaking brush. I'm sorry. And also the replacement brush heads that you're supposed to, you know, kind of replace every 3 months, it's like $30 over for one freaking brush. That's insane. I don't care how well it works. It's just way too much money. Anyway, so this one, this cost me $29.90. It came with one brush head, and then the additional brush heads are like $10.99 or something. So, you know, overall it's pretty low cost. And yeah, but that was when I got it. Plus, because it's Korean, it came with a bunch of freebies, like free soap, free samples and whatnot. Not that I actually use them because my face is very sensitive. And that's the other reason why I like this brush so much. Now, the brush head is really soft, so even with my super sensitive skin, I don't have problems. I'm the kind of person that if I scratch myself, right, you will start to see a red welt, like literally bloom out of my skin within seconds. So it's pretty awesome that this works for my skin. I have no issues with it. And I've had this for about 3 weeks if I'm not wrong, and I recently went back for a facial yesterday at my usual spa place, and the beautician was pretty impressed with the changes in my skin, because usually there's a lot of congestion along my forehead, my chin, my nose, well, actually the whole damn face lah. So she's like, they're squeezing and squeezing all the gunk out, and it's painful for her and it's painful for me. And yesterday it was still painful. I'm not gonna lie, it's still painful. There was still some squeezing, but according to her, it's a lot less than normal, which is pretty awesome. And the only change, well, the main change to my skincare routine has been just this. So that's pretty impressive stuff. What else can I say? If you compare it to similar products in the market other than the Clarisonic, the next more affordable model would be the Olay one that you can find at Watson's, I believe, and I think practically everywhere that they sell Olay products. It comes with a tube of facial cleanser. The only thing is, well, the price is about $45 if I'm not wrong. I can't remember because I didn't buy it. But you can't feel the bristles. Everywhere I've been to, they don't have an open sample, so it would kind of suck if I buy it home and I realize that this one used to brush teeth, clean tiles, so that would be kind of terrible. The reason why I took a risk and bought this one is because there are a ton of good reviews on the page on Qoo10. So if you don't trust me, trust them, I guess. It's really quite a good buy, and this is like one of the products I totally recommend from Qoo10. And this one actually gave me the confidence to buy the bed vacuum that I did my very first video about, because that was the first time I realized that, hey, Korean products, you know, even if the price is affordable, it's trustworthy, it's pretty solid. I mean, they don't give you like cheap crap shit. This is good stuff. And look at that, it's so pretty. Wouldn't you like that in your bathroom? Just look at it if you're good. But yeah, the reason why I've been putting off making this video, even though I've had this for a while and I really love it, is because the next part, I'm gonna have to take off my makeup and show you how it's gonna work, don't I? Okay, here goes nothing. Brace yourself, folks, for Sheena with no makeup. Hello again. Okay, okay. Hi! Okay, as you can see, this is me without makeup. I do remove my makeup with a oil cleanser first before I wash my face, because makeup is not meant to be removed with just facial foam, regardless of what the facial foam says, okay? Especially if you have mascara and you have eyeliner and all that kind of stuff on. So, please, ladies, please! Buy yourself an oil makeup remover or whatever kind of makeup remover that you like, but make sure it can deal with your most powerful mascaras or eyeliners that you have. So if you have waterproof stuff, go get yourself something that can remove it. I like oil makeup removers because they just all gone in one go, and you can do it in the shower. Actually, I usually do this in the shower, so this feels really weird for me. But yeah, this is my cleanser. It's a Laneige multi-cleanser. It's pretty good stuff. And I'm going to tell you where I can get this from for a much lower price. You can get it on Qoo10, but there's another website, haha, that I'll share with you at a later date. So, step 1, wet your face. Wet face. Step 2, get a bit of your cleanser onto your palm. You can also directly apply this onto the brush and just, you know, use it to work it. But I prefer to smear the foam onto my face first and then use the brush. What I do is I foam up and then I smear it onto my face. You don't have to really rub and stuff because you're gonna go over with the brush later. You're just gonna want to smear it around so that there's foam on your face. Step 3, wet the brush. I like to use the excess foam to just clean the brush so that, you know, if there's any dirt that might have gotten on the brush while it was drying, you can get rid of it this way. Step 5, use your nice, clean, wet brush, switch it on, and just place it on your face. I hope I didn't get any water on the lens. So, all you do is basically run it over your skin lightly. You don't have to press down or anything. Just let it go on your skin for like... they say to hold it in one area for about 12 seconds. I just kind of run it along. The whole process should take no more than a minute actually, but well, if you're feeling particularly stressed that day, I don't see why you can't just let it massage your face a little bit more. Contrary to popular belief, the brush doesn't rotate 360 degrees. In fact, none of these brushes should rotate 360 degrees because otherwise you're going to pull at your skin like hell, right? That would be a very retarded thing to do. Unfortunately, you know, some people, they review the product and they're like, it doesn't rotate 360 degrees. Think about it, woman! Seriously! Anyway, yeah, so you want to probably use it a little bit more, how shall we say, with focus, I guess, on certain area like your nose, because that's where you tend to get congestion, and your forehead, because there's another area you tend to get congestion. And work it up to your hairline, because that's where we often tend to have little blackheads and breakouts, because we tend to forget the foreline area. So yeah, no, that's kind of pretty much it. You can use it around your neck as well, and I'm closing my eyes because some soap got in. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can use it on your neck as well, no problem. I'm not saying you want to use it on the rest of your body. But yeah, that's it. Once you're done, just switch it off and then rinse off. Whew. Okay, so the brush isn't going to give you completely clear skin overnight, and even after using it for a while, you're still going to get some blackheads, you know, because that's just the way of life. Blackheads form, deal with it. But what it does is, it does seem to minimize the formation of the blackheads, at least according to my facialist, because she sees my skin more clearly than I do. So if she says it's working, I guess it's working. So some people even say that the vibratory motions kind of like stimulate your face and massages it, and some of them even say that, hey, my face is slimmer after using it. I am not so sure if that's true. I mean, great for you if it does, but I can tell you this, it does clean your face really well. Like right now, there's like nothing left on my skin. And sometimes after you've washed your skin, right, and you take like toner on a cotton wool and you just wipe over your skin, you can still find a little bit of like grey brown sort of stuff on the cotton. With this, you don't, unless you wipe into an area that you didn't, you know, go over with the brush. Then yeah, you'll find some, because, you know, it didn't clean there, you cannot judge it for something it didn't clean. But for what it does clean really well. And as you can see, my skin is like freaking clean. I mean, there's still some, you know, angry bits, because, you know, I just went for facialist squeezing stuff yesterday. So it looks a lot better than it did before I started using it, because I used to get clogged pores like all the way here and here, and as you can see, there's still the marks from when it left. And yeah, a lot of it has gone, and I attribute it to this brush thingy. So this is Sheena with the Tosowoong. Tosowoong? I have no idea how to pronounce this thing. 4D Vibratory Pore Brush. Buy it. It's good for you. I love it, and I definitely recommend it to everybody, because if you have skin, you need to clean it properly, man.